It's always, I don't know what happened to my Twitter. Somebody must have taken over my account after you said something really egregious and you get the backlash that you deserve for saying it. For context, Jake Paul went on a rant yesterday on X, putting out a bunch of tweets basically saying that he was not supporting Bad Bunny's halftime performance and also encouraging people not to watch the halftime show because he wasn't going to support a quote unquote fake American citizen.
So we all know people are losing their loving ever mind over Bad Bunny's halftime show performance, and we really need to get into that because it just shows you the vile and disgusting thing that this country really is and pans out to be, and the double standards that they have for one another.
My mom thinks Bad Bunny is a terrorist, and that's why she refused to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. I asked her if she's watching the Super Bowl, and she said absolutely not. She said she's not watching anything with Bad Bunny, and I was like, why? She said because he is a terrorist and he's not an American, and it doesn't make sense that he's performing at a American sport. And I was like, well, that's kind of funny because he's an American. And you know what she said? She was like, no, the fuck he ain't. I was like, well, how is he not? And she was like, he's Puerto Rican. That's not American. I was like, yes, it is. And she looked it up and she was like, well, damn, okay, he's an American, but he's still a terrorist. I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. Do you know what she did watch? She watched the Turning Point USA and she was like, Kid Rock, yes, Kid Rock. See, I know Dad. That was literally my mom with Kid Rock. And I tried telling my mom about Kid Rock, about that lyric he sung in his old songs, like something about kid, mandatory, some shit about kids. And my mom refused to believe that, which is crazy because she's such a big Kid Rock fan. And she was having that TV on max volume. I barely get to really watch the halftime show. I mean, I still got to watch it, but it was kind of hard to watch because I kept hearing Kid Rock and all the other dumbass country conservatives in my living room. But yeah, that's about it. Damn.
Especially too, I want to jump on camera to talk about this. They're they're more mad about this than ever. And what flabbergasted me about this is when it was, I will vote for President Krampus. Ole! When it came to Latinos with Krampus, you know who Krampus is. I'm talking about President Trump. I can't say his name. I'm sorry. When it came to President Krampus and his administration, all the Latinos that you saw up and down your feed on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the Googles, wherever you get your media from, were all for him. And it really tripped me up because that man don't like you. And then you see their reaction to how the Super Bowl was literally just a week ago. What, 2 or 3 weeks ago right now? And people's reaction is furious because it's a Spanish speaking person at the Super Bowl halftime field. That side of the crowd is awfully silent. That side of the crowd is awfully, awfully silent. Yes, it's awfully silent. The I will vote for President Krampus. Ole! Is silence. And you see it's also going up the ice raids as well. They don't like you. And what kills me, we all know that saying where it's like, don't let a man tells you he doesn't like you more than once. Well, these people been telling you they don't like you more than once. But anyway, let's continue with the video so we get more information. And this is all from the Turning Point and Toilet Papers USA's halftime Super Bowl show that they had done that extremely flopped that they faked views for. And I don't remember putting entire performance because it's really insufferable, but it was so funny how they said that I can understand anything about Benny saying because he's speaking another language, but when you watch Kid Rock perform, you don't understand anything he is saying. And mind you, he's lip syncing, but you still don't understand what he is saying. It's embarrassing, really. And you have to understand that America is a melting pot for more. Like, America is the second, I would say, largest melting pot in the world that has everybody of different nationalities, different backgrounds, different genders, sexualities, cultures in one. So it is all American. Literally, like, this country's history is so vast and important, you have to look back. As well as we all need to wake up and look that the outrage is so selective. It's so vibrational and it's energy harvesting. Like, all this is energy harvesting. And then I want to say, like I said before, the Latinos for Trump, like Latinos for Krampus. Like, they didn't like you. They never liked you. They never cared for you. But it's the attitude that I'm bigger and I'm better. So it's a conversation, a whole deep dive for another type of video or type of topic. But when back in 2003, when Beyonce and Carlos Santana and many others performed in Spanish at the Super Bowl before pre-game shows, there was no uproar. Like, what? Mind you, and they also brought a Janet Jackson as well. But when Janet Jackson had her, that was misogyny. That was an alpha malfunctioning and a man not protecting her. And so, like I said, and this is a clip of Beyonce performed in 2003 at the Super Bowl. So, yes, Beyonce performed at the Super Bowl many times, but this is not about her. This is most about Carlos Santana. This is a Spanish-speaking man, and then when you see she's dancing to Spanish music, he's dancing to Spanish music, he's singing in Spanish. The dancers are speaking in Spanish. I really like to know. The outrage is very fake. It is forced. It is forced. And people let this singular man cause all this chaos for what? All these problems for what? For what? There's no point. There was no point. All this division, all this hate, it's very sickening. It's a lot of ill. So thank you for watching my video on Bad Bunny and the Super Hot 10 show and just breaking it down for real on how people's reactions are to it and people's understandings and people's feelings to it as a whole. And so, yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing 2026 as well and understanding of basically what's going on here in the realm of things when it comes to the Super Bowl and stuff and the prejudice that people have. But anyway, peace to Yeshua. Love you guys. Be safe out there and forever be blessed.